Hello, VBL. This is Firefalls, coach of the Panjam Pianist, back for week 6 of VBL Season 14. And we have another exciting challenge draft that we're going up against. After taking on the Monkey team with Boom last week, we're going up against the South KO team with Steve. Every Mon on Steve's team has a move that can KO itself, whether it's Final Gambit, Explosion, Memento, Self-Destruct. Am I forgetting any? Those are the main ones, right? Yeah. Every Mon, yeah, I think that's right. I mean, technically, Impair, Slong, and on. But anyways, so we're going up against that team. It honestly has some pretty scary pieces. Smeargle being able to do anything is definitely always going to be a nuisance. But I think I prepared a team that can hopefully counter most strategies that Smeargle's going to go for, as well as the big threat in Annihilate. So let's take a look at the team. We're going to talk about Ursaluna in a second. Let's start with Strawberry Shortcake with Sylveon. So this team has a pretty glaring weakness to ground type. It hits a lot of the Mons on the team for super effective damage, including 2 of the slower threats that I've seen put in a lot of work on the back leg in Metagross and Golem. As well as the primary special attacker that I'm afraid of this week, which is Magnezone. So Terra Ground and Terra Blast definitely could be helpful here. Hyper Voice, of course, hits Annihilate, hits Shifty and Zorak. And Terra Blast before Terra is also a pretty powerful fairy type attack that can hit things pretty well. I'm expecting Smeargle to run Light Guard because of Ursaluna. So I want to have that option for single target before I Terrasilize without having to give up the move to Smeargle. We also have Quick Attack to get through any Focus Sashes, and then just attacks also helps with potential Cussap Berry kind of shenanigans from Sturdy on Golem. We have Meowscarada with a Choice Band, where EV to outspeed Zoroark, not necessarily EV to outspeed things that have a Choice Scarf, other than these last 2 slowest Mons, so definitely gonna have to look out for a Choice Scarf. But these attacks should do very significant damage to everything on this field. Good coverage, U-turn lets me get out quickly and also potentially take out something like Zoroark or Shiftry. Yeah, pretty standard stuff here, other than Thunder Punch, which is mainly to hit Staraptor and give myself a defensive tool against it if it survives with like a berry or something, so that Braver won't kill me after. Vaporeon here has an Agua Berry, so that it can come back to a little bit of half when it goes down to a quarter, which if it's going against a physical threat, it very likely could. Terra type Poison to help me live some of these attacks. Did I want Terra Poison? It was something I put on a while ago. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it. I'll think about that in a second. But we have Scald for burn fishing, Alluring Voice to take on boosting Mons such as Annihilate, Flip Turn, which can help me pivot out into Ursaluna when Trick Room goes up, and also one other thing I'll show you later, and then Helping Hand to help whatever's on the field. Orange Sherbert is coming back with the same Salt Vest set as it did last week. I think it had Electro, but this time it has Nuzzle, so I can inflict some paralysis on some Mons. Fake Out looks really good here. The utility has Breaking Sasses, scouting for different cover cloaks, potentially. It doesn't really matter as much, except for I don't want to throw a Nuzzle into there. But cover cloak, mainly if I lead with Meowscarada and Palmot, then I can fake out into something that I think might be Scarfed, so I can confirm it like Staraptor, and then hit it with either a Knockoff or a Thunder Punch. Do some big damage. And then the last on the team before we go back to Ursaluna is Slow Brownie, Slowbro Galar. I'm using an Absorb Bulb, which I'm using with Flip Turn to set up Trick Room, Flip Turn into it, get that boost and then send out Moonpie. So I have Moonpie and Slow Brownie in Trick Room, both very real threats. Psyshock doing huge damage to mostly Annihilate, Quillfish if it comes. Sideshell Arm also has some good coverage into Azumarill, especially. But between these two, I other than the big two Trick Room threats, do pretty solid damage to everything. And then these two don't like seeing Ursaluna anyways. Maybe I should think about that. I think it'll be okay. Yeah. And I have Heal Pulse as well, so I can heal myself back up. And then Ursaluna Blood Moon, because I do have the slow U-turn, flip turn, I'm hoping it come out full HP. I used to have a weakness policy on this, but I think it was just a little too gimmicky. Because I would need either Sylveon in when it Terras to use it, in which case it's probably not Trick Room, so it's taking too much damage, or I would need Vaporeon in it, which once again would require Trick Room to go up for it to do much, and also Vaporeon is faster than it, so Flip Term in Trick Room would go after it, and it's just not getting what it needs. But Hyper Voice, I'm expecting Wide Guard, like I said on that. Golem can also learn Wide Guard, so I have to be careful about that. But Earth Power just looks insane here. Just tears his team apart. And then Vacuum Wave for some fast priority with the Terra, with the Life Orb. I can get some KOs from maybe even like half on mods that's super effective against them. And, because nothing is immune to it, such as Annihilate and Chandelure because of Mind's Eye, I think that'll come very in handy. So that's the team that we're going with. And I will be right back. And when I am, I'm going to challenge Steve. So I'll see you in a second. Okay, I'm back. Let's send the challenge to Steve. Let's talk a little bit of VBL history. Well before I joined, Steve was actually the first champion of VBL in the first season, which is cool. So he has a very long history of VBL. Very terrifying player, to be completely honest. First season that I joined, where I made the 0-3 to semifinals, Steve was on the other side of the bracket in semifinals as well with a monotype flying team, which to get a monotype team into semifinals of a draft league with no such restrictions is quite insane. So I know Steve plays really well. I know Steve builds extremely well. It's my first matchup against him, so hoping for the best. I'm be giving him my all out there. But yeah, things to look out for this. Let's see. Let's make sure that we net down all the Terra types too. Okay. So the Mons are going up against. We have no Metagross, which is honestly pretty nice. New Zoroark, so we don't have to play any mind games. Let's see, Annihilate. Never done it like this before, but let's do it now because why not? I think this is something Steve does actually. Sorry, Steve, I'm sealing this for you. That's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Okay. So this is our matchup. These are speeds that we're looking at. There's probably something scarfed here. I gotta imagine it. Looking at these, there's only one ground weakness that really pops out to me, but there's a lot of fighting type weaknesses. Fairy looks really good here too. Yeah. Good luck, have fun. Kind of like the lead of. See how does Meowscar look here? Flower Trick is potentially blocked by most of the team unless Azumarill is not Sip Sipper. Very well could be. Very well could also not be. I kind of like these two in the front. Let's check all those. We have Terra Fairy. So maybe we're looking at a Misty Explosion angle. Terra Ghost for Fake Out. Okay. Terra Flying. Interesting. Terra Flying. Terra Dark. Terra Fighting. Body Press. And then Terra Dark. Interesting. Terra Dark would be good if I can get a vacuum wave off into it. But I think I'm going to start this match fast. Knock off, fake out. And then don't want to try to set up a trick room in the back. Shell side arm looks pretty decent here now that the only immunity is Magnezone, and you know I can hit Psyshock into Annihilate until it tears. Fairy looks good. How are my speed tiers? Fairy, unless you're invested, I think I'm faster than these three, but Trick Room is Trick Room. Tailwind is definitely something that you want to get up if you have Shifty, right? Let's get those two out. And then Vaporeon honestly doesn't look too good here. I think I went Moonpie. I think what's running. Alright, Steve brings out Annihilate and Staraptor at the start. Staraptor definitely a threat if it has Choice Scarf. It can make itself immune to Fake Out. It does not have Intimidate, which is useful to know for my Adrenaline Orb Sylveon. We're not going to be getting to do those shenanigans, unfortunately. Gonna do some pretty big damage here, though. So what do I want to do? Thunder Punch. Knock off. I think I'm gonna go for the knockoff. No. Game one. I think this is going to be a Tailwind set. So I don't think it's going to be Scarf, but it very well could be. How much is Double Shock doing here? A little over half. It's good. The immediate Terra would be bad if I do go for a Fake Out. Going down immediately will be rough. I could Terra. If I Terra immediately, I survive. Brave Bird, right? I guarantee get something off. Maybe I Nuzzle after? Like I Terra, knock off into Annihilate. How much is that doing? Good chunk until it Terras. Can't 2-hit KO it though if it has no item, I think, right? No, I could. I could if it doesn't Terra. I think trying to keep myself alive here is probably best. I mean, it could also be Scarf Annihilate. I haven't really considered that very much. I'm going to Terra Electric here, and I think I'm going to go for Knock Off. Knock off Nuzzle. Knock off Nuzzle. Oh, I didn't Terra. I forgot to. Whoops. Okay. Well, that is, in fact, Scarfed. This is not. This is Quick Attack. Silk Scarf. Interesting. Okay, so I know what this is using. Does Ursaluna beat this? Vacuum Wave? No. It's not Terra. Vacuum Wave does a good chunk. Interesting. This being Choice Scarf, so Bounty is pretty safe. So I think I'm gonna go there. Magnezone in. I didn't mean to Terra last turn, I will be completely honest. I just think I forgot to click it again. I'm glad I didn't, because it wouldn't have done much for me. It made knockoff weaker. I think it would have killed anyways. That said, knowing that this is still close combat, either it's going to launch into Meowscarada or it's going to switch out. If it does, switch into Meowscarada. I'm assuming that this is like max, right? Max. It's not gonna be like actually max, so there's probably like a little bit of HP investment, but into Meowscarada with a Terra, not heal. Here you go. With a Terra, I think I'll survive. Does using the Terra get me much here? Knockoff could kill you. If you don't switch out, it'll do huge damage to Magnezone. Yeah, I think I'll Terra here in Trick Room. Should survive that, yep. Knockoff will KO. Magnet Rise, okay. Makes sense. Azumarill comes in. Coolly. I do have Vacuum Wave still to hit this thing, which is going to do probably about half of its HP. Could do less if it has more investment. Hey, Metal Lizard still up. That's nice. This is not Specs. We know it has Magnet Rise. I could switch here, but I kind of want to bring in Moonpie for free. If I get out of Trick Room, though, this is like an end of the game winner. If I do switch and I get hit with like a water type move, though, like I'm going down, so I think I'll stay in, and I think I'll just do a big knockoff. I could also heal Pulse. Would that keep me alive? If you use something like Aqua Jet, doesn't matter. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna matter. So I'm just gonna Side Shell Arm. I think that's my best play here. Ooh, and that is a crit. That probably mattered. Sorry about that. Okay, so we know for sure that this is not Vest, at least. Crit mattered. Sorry for the crit. Happens though. Here we go. Moonpie's in. How long does Magnet Rise last for? Magnet Rise lasts for 5 turns. Okay. We're doing some damage with Hyper Voice. We're doing some damage with Vacuum Wave. Vacuum Wave is obviously the best here. I don't think we've seen... No, we saw the Immediate Ghost Terra, so this can't Terra. Vacuum Wave's going to do the best damage. Psyshock will do some. Yeah. Protect. Trying to get through Trick Room, I think. Vacuum Wave does 41, so this is pretty specially bulky. And it has a Citrus Berry. Okay, there you go. Terra Blast does 42. So this does not have max investment for sure. I think this is probably like max defense if it's going to be running Body Press. But I think if it did run Body Press, it would probably use it. So it's probably just Terra Blast, right? With the Terra Blast like that, I'm only going to get one heal here. But how much did I do? 41. Okay, so it does have a little bit of investment still. All right, then I can just Vacuum Wave twice. GG, game 1. I think I probably got pretty lucky there with the crit. I'm not sure if I would have won without it. All right, but that's good that we got through the first round and we came out on top in that. Let's just get it for another and close out the set. Okay, so knowing that there's Scarf Annihilate, can't fake it out, can't really slow it down very much. Terra Dark means that it's really susceptible to Moonpie. sorry, a strawberry shortcake. Could lead strawberry shortcake. Probably do pretty good damage. I could also start with my Trick Room strategy, but I'm guessing that something has Final Gambit too. I don't want to get Final Gambited right away. What do I think happens here? Orange Sherbet didn't do much last time because it went down turn 1, right? Because we had the quick attack into the close combat, right? So I didn't get to use my Nuzzle. Mascarada did absolutely massive damage. Oh, I wouldn't be surprised to see like a Tailwind lead with these two. I'm gonna try these two. We'll see. Slow Brownie good in the back. I could also go Orange Sherbet here. Orange Sherbet actually looks pretty good in the back too. Maybe I don't go for the slow angle. I just rely on Vacuum Wave when I need it. It's not bad. I'll try it. We'll see how this league goes. I think this is mostly trying to cover for possible Annihilate stuff. Final Gambit means that, you know, you can really control the battle at your own pace regardless. It's a little scary. Same lead. I don't think anything from Wing Gambit. Is that gonna kill me? The Brave does kill me. It's pretty scary. I'm sad that it doesn't have Intimidate. Reckless means that it's going to be doing even more damage here. I think they're going to probably click into the Meowscarada with Final Gambit. It makes the most sense to me. If it doesn't, I think I'm just going to try to take out Gambit. Knockoff's pretty universally good here. Thunder Punch. Thunder Punch is a guaranteed KO. Knockoff is not. It probably has some bulk too, so let's Thunder Punch. Final Gambit? No, U-turn. I mean, U-turn would do it, yeah. I didn't even really consider that. Could be in a really bad spot here if Trailblaze? Trick Room, not Trick Room, Tailwind. Sheesh. Tailwind goes up. Zone comes out, double edge. All right, big damage. I have a Fake Outer, right? There's not much I can do against this. It will KO, but I do have Nuzzle, which means I can slow you down. I bet I'm faster than you. I bet you're not max speed. If I Nuzzle you. I want to go for the Hyper Voice. How much am I doing with that? 60 is not enough. Yeah, I'd rather take you out, right? So, Terra Blast, Nuzzle. It's Silk Scarf. This means it's normal type attacks are going to do a bajillion %. Ghost, Ground, Protect, Unfortunate Protect. It was a possibility. Pair is going to be useful. Terra Blast doesn't go off. That's going to kill. All right, so this is not a great position, I will say. I would say this is a pretty bad position, actually. That said, I think I can kill Staraptor. If yeah. I can always double shock into it. I need to find a way to deal with this thing. It's gonna Magnet Rise, I bet you. At close combat, it goes down. But they could obviously switch, right? I bet I'm not faster than it. If I Earth Power and it doesn't hit, I get nothing off of it, but it would be pretty massive if it did, right? I bet you still Raptor. This Raptor could also protect here. I just don't want to switch and then lose all the damage potential I have on this. I could protect and double shock. That's pretty free, right? So I don't think this thing is KOing me in one hit. Is that gaining me anything though? Is this thing really going to be doing much damage? Is it a flash cannon? Yeah, it is. I think I go for the damage that I know I can get. That's quick attack, right? So it goes for the quick attack. They did not go for the Magnet Rise, so I made the wrong call there. I think I'm going down here to fly on a Tear Blast. Nope, I'm alive. Not if Budapest Gambit comes in though, right? Azumarill probably has, if I was to guess, it would have Aqua Jet. I think I've lost this game, but I want to get information now. I had 48 that time. Unfortunately, that doesn't just quite, it barely misses on the 2 KO. Let's Air Power. I want to see what your defense is. Actually, I'll get a chance, I think, anyways. So I gotta take that down. Okay. I'll get to see some EVs on I'll play that theme. I'll get to see some EVs on Azumarill at least, I think. Well, no. It's gonna have Aqua Jet. It's not gonna matter. It's not gonna get to show me. I got another crit. Bro, this thing just keeps on getting critted, but I'm faster. Interesting. That is, it's actually really good to know that I am faster than this thing, so inside a Trick Room, it's going to underspeed me. Okay, so, this thing is a threat. Okay. Game 3. There's not really much reason for them not to go with the same lead, right? Could always hit the Terra. Same lead. Nuzzle, I get a Terra. I get rid of Staraptor immediately. I don't think that Annihilate could KO me on the Terra Electric. So I think maybe I go back to this original strategy. Could also leave with these two. I don't know if I'm defensive enough from Vaporeon to survive that. Am I? I doubt it. It's not Joy Spin, but it's Silk Scarf. It has double edge. I am, potentially. If I get up Trick Room, I'm in a good spot. Okay, I'm gonna go with the same as game 1. We're gonna revert our strategy back. I think they're gonna go with the same lead again. I don't see really any reason for them to switch. Yep. I'm gonna Terra Electric this time. I don't think there's anything that they can really do that's gonna stop me. And then if I double into this, then it goes down regardless. I could also Nuzzle. But if Magnezone comes in and Nuzzle doesn't give me much momentum at all, I'm not guaranteed to get a KO on this. But with a Terrasolized Thunder Punch, this Terra's doing big damage. Regardless, I could go for the Fake Out and cover with Knockoff. That's pretty good. Because either way it goes down, right? It gets faked out, it gets knocked off. Or it doesn't get faked out and I get knocked off anyways. Let's try it, I think. Protect. I waited to reveal Protect. That's going to be rough. Might not be the worst though. Only 28%. It's not game ending. Azumarill comes in. Azumarill's Terra is Fairy. Got a big knockoff here. I can hit something with it. I should. I mean, it's probably somewhat invested, but Double Shock might even KO regardless. You have a Terrace. This Quick Attack and Aqua Jet KO. Because they could definitely be going for that. 32 to 38. If this is huge power max attack, 50. 32 to 48. I mean, I didn't even see what this thing's item was, right? The 15% to one Sherbert. Okay, so it's not huge power. Probably Sack 7. Yeah. It's not max attack. I don't think it KOs. So I think. Full Shock looks pretty free. I'm gonna try it. Quick Attack. Aqua Jet. Ah, they got a crit. That's rough. Okay, we got the one-hit knockout at least. Am I misreading the calcs here? How did it do 15% normally? And then a crit does 64. 64% on the crits. Okay, no, I'm just silly. Okay, I think Slowbro could protect. If I can knock off onto this, I can 2-hit KO it. They have not used the Terra yet. I have. Chicken going up would be huge. I think they go back into Annihilate here. Annihilate. Rage Fist probably does enough. With Aqua Jet you can hit. And this is choice banded, right? I feel like it has to be. Yeah, maybe I survive. 2d2. Haven't done anything to it yet. I think I might be able to survive this actually. Knockoff probably into Glitter Bomb so Aqua Jet doesn't like destroy me immediately. This thing probably is Final Gambit. That's what I'm guessing is gonna go here. So I'm gonna go for that. Let's see. Aqua Jet could kill me if it is choice band. This thing is crazy powerful. And then do I just want to go for the guaranteed kill? Do I want to go for chicken? No, I'm going for the kill. if I somehow survive, I want to go for the kill. I think this could be reps, but Trick Room Up would be great, but with Aqua Jet online, I don't want it to get too free Aqua Jets, so I want to take care of it right away. It hasn't used its Terra yet. What is its Terra? It's Fairy. Okay, so I'm going to help it here. So let's, yeah. Just big damage, does not get me. Final Gambit. Thought Final Gambit was going to be coming out, yep. There goes a Choice Band. Still KOs Meowscarada here. So Meowscarada's going down. If it targets it. If it doesn't, does not do much. It definitely, oh, I'm faster than it, right? I am faster, I gotta remember that. Being faster than it is actually huge there. That might be the difference. It might allow me to win the game. If it Aqua Jets, this thing has not used Terra Blast yet. It very well could. I think we'll see the Terra Fighting here. Terra Fighting helps it resist my knockoff, which it wants to do. It's not ground. It's fighting. It's fighting. There we go. Terra's, I do like 39% to it. I gotta make a call here on what's gonna happen. I think Aqua Jet and Terra Blast is pretty likely. It's pretty free. If they do that, is there any way for me through it? Hyper Voice, I'd like need a crit. That's probably, I need like a crit on both. Terra Blast would definitely take me out with Zone Specs, but yeah. I think you can pretty safely just Terra Blast plus Aqua Jet. I don't know if there's anything I can do to get through this. If I'd saved my Terra, but it doesn't really... Yeah, did my Terra even help me? I kind of just gotta hope for misplaying, I think. They double target. Protect gets me nothing. If I did just a little more damage, I would go for the Hyper Voice. But not specifically in Glitter Bomb. I mean, this could also not be fully HP invested. It'd have to have like nothing for me to KO with Hyper Voice though. Okay, so if this goes down, do I have to rely on a crit to win? Is it just a crit that on this that will let me win on this? Do I Hyper Voice? Go for the crit play? I think so, yeah. I don't think it matters. GG. And Life Orb's gonna take me out. Okay, well, we lost, but we did get a match out of that, which is better than not. I should have probably prepared better for Scarf. I didn't. Really thought it was going to be a bulk upset. But yeah, GG's to Steve. Very threatening team. Really liked the Silk Scarf on the Reckless Staraptor. That was great. Not having Intimidate definitely was rough. Their turn 1 of game 2. Yeah, there we go. That's going to be our match this week. We'll see you next week for the final match of the regular season to see if I make it into playoffs or not. All right, see ya.